It's in the game.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
stadium. It's the Texas Longhorns and the Michigan State Spartans. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Guys, I caught up with Coach Steve Sarkisian before the game. He is concerned going to an environment like this, one of the best crowds in all of college football. They make it loud and frenetic. He has talked to his quarterback and his center about having a high level of communication here on the road. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Bunch formation for these receivers. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Pocket breaking down. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Oh, and you just feel kind of like that's a little bit of a missed opportunity. He had him open, and he just overshot it a little bit. Man, those sting.
On third down, he drops to throw. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Well, they try to throw for it there on third down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And
guys, look at this. A surprise. They're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Fires left. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. They get him on the ground, but not before he keeps his opening drive alive with a fourth down conversion. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere. Just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
Wants to throw it. Looking deep down the right side. Had it in his hands, and he dropped it. Thought he had another big play and interception. He'll have to settle for the PBU. It's second down.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Here's the pressure. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on fourth down. They want to throw it. He's going for it all. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down. They converted fourth down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They've already converted once on 4th down on this drive. They are unafraid to make everywhere 4-down territory. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Right on target this time. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. The Spartans have this offense rolling. Off the play fake on 1st down. Quarterback adapting. Trying to make magic with his feet. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
We talk a lot about this at quarterback, right? Hard focus downfield, soft focus around you. He wanted to throw that downfield. He just felt the pressure, and he knew he had to get out of danger. He was able to do that, use his speed, go get north up the field for a 1st down. Well done.
And the Spartans getting set on 1st and 10. Now the play fake. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This pass rush is real, man. They force the quarterback, they flush him out to the left, and he's trying to scramble around, find an open guy. They still are able to get a hit on him, and that forces the incompletion.
So now it's 2nd and long. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Defense really hurt itself with that penalty. Now it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. He's moving out of the pocket. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
And that was pretty good initial defense, man. I think they understood what he was trying to do, but that second play, the QB scramble, once he gets outside of the pocket, and then just the feel for the big fella to understand where to get to. They were on the same page and now set up with an awesome situation. 1st and goal for this offense.
Run in the red zone, it's Edwards. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. The quarterback sneak. And they go for the sneak on 2nd down, playing very conservatively, and they may have to open it up if they want to score on this drive. The big fellas line up in a goal line defense. Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
And how about a decision time right off the jump? 4th down. Do I want to go for it? First drive. Palmer, what you going to do?
I'm taking the points right here. It's early in the game. You're trying to pay off this opening drive. Just get some points up on the board. If it was a little closer to the end zone, I'd say maybe go for it, but I'm playing conservative on this one.
Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Spartan. Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone.
And I love the aggressiveness early. Love that they went for it on 4th down. They punch it in. They get the 7. And here's the thing, Palmer. I love the aggressiveness. When you start to get this goal-to-goal situations, The defense now, even if they get a stop, they got to go the whole length of the field against my squad. Love people that go for touchdowns instead of field goals down here.
Well, I think the offensive line also helps the head coach make that call, knowing that he can trust these guys to get it done. These guys are battle-tested. A lot of these players have been in big games and played in big moments. So here you are early in this situation. Let's roll the dice. Let's capitalize on this and trust those big fellas to get it done.
This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Manning trying to quiet this crowd. Lets it fly. A strike downfield. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Burnt Orange burning some secondaries, working this guy down the field.
And making those big...
Breaks into the open. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. The Longhorns are in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Not much there on the run. He gets one to the 31.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines.
Going for it all. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down. The third down's coming up.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays.
Finding some room. And they give him enough for the first down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the first. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan State has the lead as we get a look at the numbers so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Arch is going to throw for it. Buys a little time. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Longhorns! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
And he made the extra point without problem. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and...
Going over the top. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Snags it down the right side. And perhaps a touchdown saving tackle as he gets him down to the 37. That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 40. Rushes on him. And the pressure gets to the quarterback. Down he goes, but that penalty marker sitting right at the line of scrimmage might be offsides against the defense. Maybe can be a little more aggressive here after the offsides penalty. It's 1st and 5. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Makes the grab. Runs through a man. He might have some space. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Spartans have it with a 1st and 10. Trying play action. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Scrambling away. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Firing toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Taking it the other way. He's inside the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Texas! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
Dude, you're just thinking, hold him to 3, make him kick a field goal, don't let him score points. Heck no, you turn it into offense. What a play. Catches the ball in the end zone. Take a knee. Take a knee. No, sir. I'm taking this thing all the way back 100 yards to the house. What a play.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And he doesn't field it cleanly. It's loose. Fumble into the end zone. Defense right there to jump on it, and they'll bring it out to the 20 after the touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Looking long. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
I love that play call by the offensive coordinator. Your quarterback just threw a pick-6. You want to pick him right back up, right? So don't handcuff him. On the very first play of the next drive, let him throw the football to try to reestablish a rhythm.
Upstairs he's got it. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. And the Spartans come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Looking downfield on 1st down. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Right through his hands. You just have to make that catch, and it'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down.
Here we go, ready? 95-96 sprint.
against the Texas Longhorns and the Oregon Ducks. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
When you talk about decibels, making it hard to play for the opponents, the first stadium you've got to think about is Autzen Stadium in Eugene, Oregon. This is one of the most acoustically challenging places for opponents to step onto the field. The loud and the proud, the Ducks make noise whenever opponents come to town. Guys, back to you.
All right, Holly. Glad to have you with us from Austin, Texas, DKR Texas Memorial Stadium. It's the Ole Miss Rebels and the Texas Longhorns. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Here in Austin, DKR is one of the most iconic stadiums in college football. Texas Memorial Stadium, the fans, the burnt orange. You've got Bevo here on the sideline. There is so much love every time you come to a college football game here. History in the making at DKR. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. The Rebels will kick off first, and here we go. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Might be changing the route. Here's Arts to throw. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Well, we know that when the quarterback's throwing out-breaking routes, timing has to be so critical and important. When the target turns around, the ball's got to be right there, and we just didn't see it on that play.
Manning from the gun on third down. Throwing right. Another incompletion on third down.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense, not giving up any big plays and forcing the fourth down.
Makes the catch at the 45. They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. On the option. The keeper on the option. Nice job to keep it himself, find the first down marker, and move the chains for this offense.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Nice move to keep running. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
This offense knew coming into this one, guys, how important it was to start early. And on this opening drive for them, they're doing a nice job running the football there on third down. They're in a position on the field now. If you're on defense, you got to be ready for a shot throw into the end zone.
Looking for a crease to the left. He'll go out of bounds at the 18-yard line. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. After run, now throw. Here's a hit. And down he goes.
I love this quarterback because he has a lot of confidence in his own ability, but on that last second down, he's got to throw that football away and live to play another day. Taking a huge sack, now sits up 3rd in California. There are not a lot of plays in the playbook designed to keep this drive alive at this point.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. He slides and gets the first down. What a weapon to have a guy who can move the chains for you by any means necessary.
You have got to have pass rushing lane integrity when you face this quarterback. On 3rd down, someone gets out of his gap right up the middle. It's easy for the quarterback to see. He just tucks it and takes off and picks up the first down.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The Rebels line it up with a 1st and goal. Looking for the end zone, and they will score. Touchdown, Rebels.
Well, this offense needed a touchdown. No doubt that that was the guy the QB was going to be looking for on that play.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They went 54 yards on that last touchdown drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Run inside. It's Smothers. They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23. The Longhorns moving quickly to the line. Right back to the well. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. The offense in hurry-up mode.
And the defense gives up the first down. And oh, here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quickly and get back on the line of scrimmage.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. On the move, it's Smothers. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel in the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
One final play before the end of the quarter. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. The offense changing the play. Arch Madness. Trying to burn this defensive back. Makes a grab.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got to be able to score points on this drive.
Back to throw is Manning. Looking to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
We've said not seeing this offense look very sharp so far in this game. Running or throwing it, the second half, throwing it specifically. I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Longhorn! The extra point here would tie the game. And it's blocked. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Boy, they want to get this back right now, lining up for an onside kick. And that one, I don't think, with required 10 yards, it did not. Penalty marker is out. They were trying to steal a possession to draw a little closer in this game, but the ball didn't go 10 yards, so they'll take over the football with the lead. Offense working from the pistol. Trying to get the edge. It's Lacey. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive gain.
Just inside the 40-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 39. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. And the Rebels want to pick up the tempo.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And everybody knows when you're running that play action, that fake has to be great. Everybody has to bite it for it really to work. Defense didn't bite it, didn't bite the bait, and then after the quarterback got him on the ground.
Really need to pick up some yardage this time on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Had the pick in his hands and couldn't hang on, and you just won't see that from him very often. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Right down the middle. He's got the tight end. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. And the Rebels trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. On the option. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Pulls it and runs it again. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Ole Miss!
Well, this guy's dynamic, and he can hurt you in a variety of ways in the option game, and he had a chance that time to pitch it out wide if he wanted to, but he kept it himself. He shows you the wheels, takes it in for the score.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT makes it 14-6. So a drive that started just beyond midfield, only 49 yards. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here's Manning to throw. Over the middle, complete to Coleman. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Longhorns want to move quickly. Dropping back, it's Manning.
Love the location of the throw on that slant pass. Put it out in front of the receiver, put it on his face mask so he can catch it and try to advance.
2nd down, he'll throw it. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Manning lines up in the gun on 3rd down. Trying to make magic on the scrap. There he goes. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
Finds his man. It's Wingo. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. He wants to change this route. Throwing Manning. Shoots it to the left. And his throw is incomplete.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger with the longer whenever they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. First down, right back to Brown. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Manning. And the incomplete pass was just too hot to handle.
Great job by the defense taking away the quarterback's primary target on that play and forcing the incompletion.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. They'll try to move the sticks with Brown. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Now we got a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Longhorns will try to convert on 4th down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Manning to throw for it on 4th. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off.
Man, that is a big-time drop right there. 4th down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the first down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on.
He lobs one high down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. He's not afraid to go deep. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
To keep them pinned in their own end. Going back to the well, another deep ball. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the 2nd half. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do.
Yeah, I know you're down. I think it's always hard of when to pull the trigger, when to be aggressive. And listen, they decided it was time. It's the 3rd quarter, got to make something happen, got to make a play. Unfortunately, it was just unsuccessful.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Headed to the edge, it's Lacey. There's some room. Quick step and go. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They're
touchdown Rebels, and they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And now they'll try to get the 2-point conversion, guys. goes to the option. He's going to be stopped short of the goal line. The two-point attempt is no good as they are unable to extend the lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Longhorns head out hoping to move the ball on this possession. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Got it behind the line. It's Brown. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And, man, you gotta love that from your corner. Willing to pull the trigger right away. Obviously, the running back slips out of the backfield. They throw him the football, but he doesn't waste any time. He doesn't hesitate, pulls the trigger, runs at him, makes the nice tackle, and gets...
Makes a grab and room to run. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Quarterback making adjustments. To throw, Manning. Unloads it left. Complete left side, Coleman. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. And the Longhorns headed quickly to the line. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Got his man out of the backfield.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Hart's going to spin it again. Bringing the heat. Firing to the right, complete.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Third down from the gun, Manning. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on fourth down. Fourth down, Manning. Hauls it in, the first down and more. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on the score. The Longhorns will have it first and 10. Manning. Flushed out of the pocket. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Well, you just sort of felt like this defense had to do something to get this quarterback out of a rhythm, right? He's been picking them apart all drive long, and finally they come up with a sack.
Back to throw, it's Manning. He's going to run it. He's knocked down short game, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Now facing a third and long. From the red zone, it's Smothers. Could be an alley. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. The Longhorns come to the line in the hurry-up. A first down run in the red zone. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
They've been denied on 2 of their 3 previous red zone trips, looking to pay this one off with a touchdown. Touchdown, Texas! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown in the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. So much for playing field position. It's just a 1-score game here in the 3rd, and they're lining up for an onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Keeps it on 1st down. Turning it on. Got enough for the 1st. Touchdown, Rebels. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. The option look. Does not get there. Boy, they stopped him just short of the goal line and kept him from getting the 2.
Ole Miss 26, Texas 13. Number 17, set to kick off. Texas.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He gets a block. He's got an alley. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
Lining up for the PAT. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Those opportunities, those returns like that can be such game changers, and everyone was right on point, and he took it to the house. Fielded in the end zone, it's Cook. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this 3rd period with a big play. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. Now let's take a look at the stats in what has been a nip-and-tuck affair. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. The give as they work on that clock. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4.
Well, the offense has the lead, and we call this 4-minute offense. This is a situation that teams around the country practice, having the lead late in the game and needing to ice it by running the football and throwing high-percentage passes.
They'll give to Frazier. Maybe a crease. Just made the big play and took it down to the 31. After ripping off a big chunk of yardage, you figure they're going to go right back after him. 1st and 10 from the 31. Frazier again. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
And this defense is well aware of the situation, and they're so aware of it. That goal line package is coming out, right? They've got to stop the run. They know the offense wants to eat clock. They got to get the ball back to their offense if they want a chance to get back in this football game.
Clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. Caught in the backfield. It's Cook. Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Makes the grab, and there's got some room, headed to the goal line. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
They want to see if they can score the deuce. Pushes for the goal line. He will not get there. Brought down at the 1, and the 2-point try is no good.
That keeps the score. Ole Miss 32, Texas 20. Number 17, set to kick this one away. Texas.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Arch is going to throw for it, using his feet to buy time. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, this situation in the game, trailing with not a lot of time left, I understand going to the sideline to try and save clock, but if you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket, don't be afraid to use those. You can attack the middle of the field, use the timeouts to save the clock that way.
May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. Manning tries to pick it up on 3rd down. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the 1st down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Got open on the post and then had no regard for his body in making that catch.
Exactly right. You know you're going to get hit a lot of times coming over the middle of the field, but he runs that post, lays out, makes the play for his quarterback. That's a tough number.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. Here's Arch to throw. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. At midfield, he's got room. Still on his feet. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32.
And this offense has got to keep pumping it out. Nice job. You get the 1st down. Nice scramble by this QB, but you're going to put the ball in his hands over and over and over again. You got to score multiple times. This offense has got to be in hyperspeed.
He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Fires into the end zone. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
You know, that's one of those throws in the end zone. You're working the back line. You've got to put that where only your guy can make the play. So you know you got to throw it high, but it's got to be more accurate than that. And as a result, that one goes incomplete.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. And it's caught for the late touchdown. So how about this? Maybe we are set up for a finish.
If we had chance to make this happen. We had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. The clock is at 40 seconds. They'll line up for the onside kick and try to save themselves in the waning moments. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team, true to its name.